Hello, my lovely and supportive viewers, and welcome to another video that I am making about my account being banned. I did have a few of you that asked for me to keep you updated, and so I don't know, I thought I would make this video as it's been a few days since I posted the previous one talking about my, of course, account being banned, my main account. I am on the Starry Night account, which will have a video out for it soon. I did tell you guys it was coming out a little while ago, but I really want the video to be nice. I want this to be a series that I take really seriously, so I'm going to be putting a lot of work into it. And as not to spoil the series, I have decided to scroll down in the monster box so you can't see what's going on there. But I will be powering up runes here with you guys while I talk about basically what has been going on in the conversation box between myself and a representative who will stay unnamed for the time being from Com2uS, the customer service team, or so they call themselves, a customer service team. So we'll go into what I initially said. Let's see, let's go to this page. I'm going to read my messages verbatim, just so that you guys understand exactly what I said and, can decide, for yourself whether or not you feel like my account being banned is justifiable. So initially, when you have an inquiry for a banned account, what you do is you put in your in-game nickname as well as the pop-up message that you get, not necessarily for being banned, but whatever error you're having in the game. Excuse me, and you put in the pop-up message. And so I put in my in-game name, and I put in unauthorized programs, which is of course what they were accusing me of in the pop-up message that appeared. And I got a response back from the Com2uS Global Customer Resources team saying, dear such and such, thank you for contacting Com2uS Global. We have received your inquiry about a permanently restricted account. We have looked into your game activities, and wow, that's nice bit of accuracy. And we looked into your game activities and found out your account was permanently blocked on 2017 June 26th at 6:57. Okay, for the use of unauthorized programs. We understand your frustration. However, according to our internal policies, we won't be able to reactivate your account. If you want to know more about our game's terms and conditions, game's terms and condition. Wow, the grammar in a lot of these messages are also very off. I don't know whether or not it's the language barrier, but I do see a lot of this. Please click the link provided below, and of course this is the Hive link to their terms and policy agreement, basically saying what you can and can't do with the Summoners War account. I'll have the link below in the description if you guys want to read it over, just out of curiosity. And then they said, if you have any other concerns or inquiries, please feel free to contact us. Thanks, such and such from the Com2uS Global team. And so I responded to this message. Sorry, my throat, it's a little bit scratchy, I don't know why. At this point, I was like, okay, well, I understand he's doing his job and he's got to cover the bases under the assumption that I'm a cheater. So I was like, okay, so I decided I was going to respond to him. And I did go over the terms and service agreements. I read over that. That's a pretty decent run. I read over the terms and service, of course, humoring his response, of course, just to see if there's any possible way I could infract that without cheating. And there is no way that anything I've done in the game so far is remotely indicative of being a hacker, other than my arena rush, which is, again, I stated, if you're more curious about why I think I got banned, check out the previous video. I'll link that at the end of this one, of course. But that's my arena rush. Getting to Conqueror 1 is the only thing that could be remotely suspicious, and I spent, I believe it was 6 or 7 refills worth of crystals to get Conqueror 1, so I mean, I don't think it's that out of reach when you refresh the list that much and spend that many crystals, and it wasn't worth it in the end, other than, just to say that I did it. But it's seriously not worth it if it's going to get you banned, of course. But anyways, after I got that response from the very cookie-cutter response that seemed pretty automated to me, I told them, I've read your terms and service agreement in its entirety, I've made no infraction. I've invested money into my account and therefore your company because I believe that the content Com2uS produces was focused around the consumer. Banning my account when I've done nothing wrong and then flat out refusing to provide any evidence of this alleged infraction whilst refusing to reactivate my account is ludicrous. If my account is not restored, then I feel I will have to take legal action to have this done. I'm sorry for any inconveniences to any associate involved, but as the consumer of this product, I feel I have been unjustly treated. The value that I hold for my account goes beyond monetary value, and I do not plan on being stepped on and brushed aside because of your system's incompetence. And I didn't say any associates' incompetence, of course. I'm not trying to start a war with Com2uS. I'm just trying to let them know I'm very serious about this issue. And, you know, I know some people, if they were to get banned in a game, their first instinct would kind of be to give up. Because a lot of times big companies like this, and Com2uS is a big company, although their game is not a title like Battlefield or Call of Duty. They're definitely a big company, and you could definitely be swept under the rug if they don't, you know, if you don't show them that you value your stuff and value yourself as a consumer. It would be pretty easy for them to just ignore you and hope you go away. So I'm making sure, you know, covering all my grounds. I think I came off as pretty respectful, at least intelligent, not, you know, some kid who's pissed off. He's like, oh, you MF, or you banned my account, you know, screw you, I hate Com2uS, whatever. I didn't say any of that stupid stuff. I kept it pretty professional. And that's what I said to them. I'm trying to be understanding. I'm trying to understand what exactly they're accusing me of. And again, they couldn't even specify that. I did ask, I said, you're refusing to provide any evidence of this alleged infraction. And in response, here's what I got. We understand that you wanted to see if we could lift the block status again. That sentence would lead anyone else to infer that they did it a first time, which they didn't, so I don't understand their use of terms in that sentence. I don't know. Again, like I said, there are some weird grammatical things going on, but nevertheless, we are very sorry, but it's not possible to lift account out of block status for permanent ban for such reasons, even if you yourself were not the one to do it. So now what they're saying is they're essentially saying, sorry that we can't lift the block status again. I mean, again, I've never been blocked from the game before, so I don't understand that first sentence. And then, even if you yourself would not want to do it, and now they're accusing me of having someone else come onto my account and cheat. I don't understand. You know, again, I'm not saying this guy's name because I don't want anyone to be targeted as a result of this. I'm just trying to really, you know, let everyone else see the situation from my point of view. And if anybody has any doubts, I have no problem taking screenshots and posting those in the video as well. I'll add that to a separate video if that's really a problem, or put links in it in the description. I don't think anyone will not believe me, but in case that's the case, you know, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm reading directly from the with Hive customer message page. And so he said, please be advised, we have to strict on this issue because of the large number of abusers in the game using modified APKs and using hacks. So I mean, I guess that's what they're accusing me of, some kind of hack. I know they said, you know, unauthorized programs, but that's a very broad description of, you know, the amount of different cheating mechanisms and ways to cheat in some sort. In such cases, the account is permanently banned no matter who has done it on that account. Again, he's going back to the they're going back to the someone else hacking on my account. I never brushed it off and said, I don't think I said anything of that sort. I guess maybe in saying that I have made no infraction led them to that assumption. I'm not sure. And of course, at the very end, it's a copy and paste statement. If you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. Thank you very much. Such and such from the global support team. And again, I replied to them again. At this point, after this message, this is the re account has been banned for unauthorized programs. So it's the second response from the initial response. And then I clarified to them, you know, no one has played on the account other than myself, and I have never once used any form of cheat or hack. Your accusations are preposterous, as I've literally done nothing wrong. I understand that cheating is a pandemic that plagues Summoner's War, but I have not, nor will I ever cheat. Your ban is incorrect because my account has never been accessed by anyone else and never had any external help, such as what you've accused me of falsely. If cheating wasn't such a large problem on Summoner's War, then I would not be so understanding. I expect my account to be restored soon, as I'm not a cheater and have done nothing wrong. And that's what I said to them, because I honestly haven't. I would never cheat. Cheating in a game is pretty stupid in my opinion. It totally takes away the entire purpose for playing a game. And even growing up, I've always loved games where it's a constant grind. I know some people hate that part about Summoners War most, but many, many years ago, like I want to say, probably my oldest account in a game that still exists is RuneScape, and my favorite part about that game was sitting there at the grind, watching the XP slowly go up, slowly trying to get all my skills to max. And just something about the grind in games like Summoner's War is just really appealing to me, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why I like Summoner's War so much, is that even if you are behind, you could eventually grind your way to the top by slowly getting better runes and competing with other people in the game, just by grinding away. And of course there is a lot of RNG with the units, but it sucks now of all times that I've gotten all these great units these past few weeks, month or so. My account gets banned now that I need to grind for these runes. But anyways, I'll digress. I'll go back to the main issue. So I said that to them, and this is the response that really pissed me off. It got me pretty triggered. I was understanding so far, he's got to give the basic responses and all this kind of stuff. And so I responded, and again, this is me replying to his previous message where they said, even if someone else did it on the account, essentially I'm still at fault and the account is still banned. This is the response I get. Hello, thank you for contacting Com2uS Global. We have responded to your inquiry in our previous message. Please refer to the reply below. And he copy and pasted the very first message they sent as a response. And that drove me nuts. I give them a rebuttal, and what they give me is the initial message. And I'll read it out for you again, just to humor this. Thank you for contacting Com2uS Global. We've received your inquiry about a permanently restricted account. We've looked into your game activities and found out your account was permanently banned on 2017 June 26th at 6:57 for use of unauthorized programs. We understand your frustration. However, according to our internal policies, we won't be able to reactivate your account. If you want to know more about our game's terms and condition, please click the link that is provided below. The link, blah blah blah. If you have any other concerns or inquiries, please feel free to contact us. So rather than giving me an actual response, what they've done is they've copy and pasted the very first thing they told me. Again, what I'm trying to say here is they are not solving any issue. They have completely deflected, everything I've said and given me again that very generic response because they don't know what to say. He does not, or they do not know how to respond, and so they're going to give me this very generic answer again, which has not gotten me any closer to getting my account back. It's been 5 days at this point since my account has been banned, and this is ridiculous. There was a 3-day period. 3 days ago was when I sent the second message back after the initial response, and just today I finally got a response 3 days later. I did, and it's ridiculous that it takes them that long to read the messages. I understand people have a life and they have to go home, but for a company that has an entire team supposedly dedicated to helping out customers with their issues in their accounts, this is very pathetic. Just about as pathetic as that rune that rolled everything into flat attack. I've had a lot of those lately. But that really generic response it kind of set me off a little bit, and that is exactly what triggered me to go make this video, because I'm thinking, wow, I really got to say thank you to all you really supportive viewers. I got a bunch of really positive, supportive feedback in the comment section below my previous update video, and I really appreciate it. It's so awesome to see, people have my back when something like this happens, because I promise you I'm not a cheater. Especially in Summers where, it's a game where I've spent a decent amount of money into, not thousands of dollars, but I've spent enough where cheating is never anything that has crossed my mind. I don't want to jeopardize all this work, all this time I've put into a game by using cheats, which again, I'm probably going to get caught within days. I had no idea that I would get banned for no reason, though. I'm very surprised by that still. I hope you guys found this video enlightening. If there's any of you who've gone through bans and other issues with Com2uS and Summoners were before, I hope you understand. I bet you'd understand what I'm going through. Again, thank you so much for all the supportive feedback on my previous video. Thanks to all my viewers who are constantly here, constantly checking up on my content. I really can't stress it enough. I appreciate all of it, and I know I'm not consistent enough with my videos, and I'm really trying to get better at that. I've got a bunch of consistency problems in my life, not just in videos. But I'll do what I can to make the Summoners War update videos at least weekly, even if there's not a whole lot of stuff to do, whether it's just a guild war or maybe some summonings to do. I'll try to do my best to find more content, and I definitely will be pursuing this new series and spending a lot more time on it. But I hope, again, that you guys enjoyed this. Maybe found some humor in how pathetic the responses from Com2uS are. Maybe you now see what I'm going through. I'm sure there's some people who were skeptical about the whole situation in the beginning. I'm not sure. But hopefully this cleared some stuff up for you. Hopefully I see you guys in the next video. So you guys all have a good one, and thank you so much for watching.